Word. I just wanted to share some Monday morning thoughts as I reflect on our time together yesterday and also some reading I was doing this morning. Someone asked me why, at the conclusion of almost every worship service, I dismiss our congregation with the words, "Go in God's peace," or something similar to that. I was reading this morning in John chapter 20. After the resurrection, when Jesus appears to his disciples, they're afraid for their lives, and rightfully so. And Jesus comes into their locked room, and what does he say to them? How does he greet them? He says, "Peace be with you." And then he repeats it again, "Peace be with you." And then a week later, Jesus shows up again, and his disciples are still hiding and fearful, and Jesus again greets them with the words, "Peace be with you." What do we mean by peace? In Philippians, Paul spoke of this peace that God extends to each of us as being peace that surpasses understanding. God's peace is peace that defies logic. There are really, I think, two types of peace. There is worldly peace, and then there is the peace of God. Worldly peace consists of removing the evil that threatens us. When the threat to our sense of well-being is knocking at the door, there is no peace. When the threat leaves, we would say that peace has been restored. And that's the way that worldly peace works. We have to drive that threat away, or else we have to numb ourselves to the point that we pay no attention to the threat or to the lack of peace. But for the Christian, peace is turned upside down. The peace that God gives is perhaps, we might say, strongest when the enemy is banging on the door. Because the reality is that the ultimate enemy of mankind, that enemy of death, is constantly knocking at our door. If we spend our lives waiting for a time when we're not threatened, when all is well, when there's no fear of disease or injustice, or there's no longing of our heart, there's no sense of emptiness, if we spend our lives waiting for that moment, if we look to this world for peace, we will never really find it. But the peace of God defies logic, Paul says. It surpasses our ability to understand. The peace of God is most palatable, most felt, most experienced in those times when our brains tell us that all hope of peace is lost. Peace is found in resigning ourselves to the reality that this world offers no true peace. And so it forces us to look elsewhere. So I ask you this morning, think about this morning. Where are you looking for peace? Are you looking within yourself? Are you looking to a political candidate? Are you looking to a substance? That there's no lasting peace to be found really anywhere in this world. Turn to God's word today, where the living word meets us with that beautiful promise, "Peace be with you."